shadow of destiny, Eike Kush. Getting things done, kind of. More like things happening around him, endings happening. We have to get ending E. Now, we got all the endings we could get in the path, in the timeline where we told Marguerite that she might be our ancestress. But in our first playthrough, we did not tell her that. And we got ending D because we did not tell her that. But we could also get ending E, which is the last of the regular endings we could get on that. So, this save game right here, Chapter 8, this is from the first playthrough that we did. I don't remember seeing this picture before. Oh, it's glowing. Alright, so, well, I still don't have any green orbs. Gotta find them. So, as far as what the remaining thing is that we didn't do, you might remember that when we had a conversation with Dana, the first time we had the conversation with her, we were able to make the offer to say, hey, do you want to come back to the present day with us? And she said no. What we want to get that conversation again. Because there's something that we could do. Do you remember how when she refused, she asked us if we could go see her boss in the present day and tell him that she wouldn't be coming in, and he can take the he can like deduct it from her paycheck? You remember that bit? So what if we actually did that? Gotta get 2. Nope. Right. Oh, any green orbs just lying around out here? There's one. Alright, so let's skip the cutscene.
I'm the same.
We're walking around. Okay. Let's go back together, Dana.
What was that?
This must be important.
Yes, I'm sure I want to ask her to go back with us, Dana.
No, you just can't spring something like that on me.
But if you stay here, it's going to affect the timeline.
What? What kind of a...
And she's kind of upset that we're concerned about the timeline and not her.
I didn't mean... Look.
So, I'm supposed to abandon my life here for the sake of your timeline?
All you care about is that timeline of yours. I've never been so scared.
Like those 4 years didn't exist? That really sucks, Ike.
Dana?
Sorry. I'm sorry I lost it, but it's just not possible. I can't just erase 4 years worth of good memories from my mind.
Why not? I erase... My memories get erased all the time, apparently.
I know that. Being asked to go back, that's just so...
No. I'm the one who should apologize. I'm really sorry.
Why couldn't you have shown up right after I got here? Then I could have gone back.
I'm sorry. I'm just so sorry. But, are you really ready to spend your whole life here?
Please, let me think about it for a while. It's too big a decision.
Okay. I'll leave you alone. I'll be back later. Could you think about it till then? I know it's heavy stuff.
All right. Later then. Oh, wait, hold on. My boss, you know, the one at the cafe I used to work at? If you see him, could you say hello? And tell him I'm sorry that I just disappeared on him like that. And tell him that he should deduct the shift from my paycheck.
I don't think that's necessary.
You don't? But I was supposed to open up the shop the next day. I wonder if everything turned out okay. I can't believe I'm so worried about this at this point.
Don't worry about that. It's only been about half a day since I met you, you know.
Huh? What does that mean?
Oh, well, if we went back to the present, it would be the same day as when you left, except now you're 4 years older. Weird, right?
Really? So that's okay then?
Yeah.
Phew. That's one thing I don't have to stress over anymore.
Well, take care of yourself. I'll see you later.
Thanks. You too, Ike.
All right, got redstone. We have it. Okay, so that's the first thing we needed to do. Any other green orbs? I mean, of course, you know what it is that we have to do with this redstone. It's what we've been doing with this redstone. Every time we get it from her. Got to give it to ourself. Not the older version of ourself, but actually the younger version just looks older. Because, you know, Ike is Ike. And Ike is ageless. Uh-huh, here's one. Let's see, is there another one? Usually there's one here. Yeah. Alright, there we go. That should be plenty.
Oh, come on in. You do like to show up unannounced.
Sure do. Actually, maybe just to make sure, maybe I should just go back to the present at the moment. Just do that now before I give the stone. Just, I'm not sure if that matters, which order you do that in. But let's just do that now. I still wonder what it is people see when he does that. No one addresses it. Alright, let's head up. Oh wait, no, it's in the place is going to be closed right now. Well, here's a green orb anyway. Let's see. Yeah, the end game in the present does take place late at night. Is this... Can I even go into the cafe at this point? I guess we're going to find out. Here it is. Yeah, okay, we can. This has... Okay, no, there's something there. I have to say, this is late hours, but maybe not.
This.
Dear Dana, thanks for running a lost and found errand yesterday. After you open up the store today, try opening the box on the counter. It's a little birthday present, better late than never, from all of us at the cafe, and most of the regulars as well. You have a pretty big following, Dana. Keep up your good work. Your boss and your friend. I'm not sure why I'm leaving this letter, like, in front of the door, Dana. I could have just left it, like, on the counter, because you're gonna unlock the door and come in, tomorrow. I honestly not sure why I left it here. Strange, right? Anyway. Okay. What a great relationship Dana has with her boss. Okay, so... I don't think he's gonna do anything there. Yeah, they'll just put it away. So what will Dana think when she sees this heartfelt letter from her boss in the present day, which just lets Dana know how much he appreciates her? And there she's right there.
There you are.
Oh. Are you still here?
Actually, I've been there and now I'm back. There was a note there for you.
Hey, that note isn't in sepia.
Oh, of course. It's still the same time back there.
Sort of. It's been a couple of hours.
Wouldn't have guessed he'd do that. I mean, he's a good boss and everything, but when I was in that time, I thought no one needed me.
Dana?
Do you think maybe there's a place for me there? You know, to come home to? What do you think, Ike?
Of course there's a place for you.
I'll go back.
What?
I said I'm going back. I'll go back with you to the time we came from.
Are you really okay with that?
Yes, but I want to go as quickly as possible. Otherwise, I'll lose my nerve.
Okay, let's go then.
I have to go back, Ike, for my boss's sake.
Sis didn't have much of a chance.
Well, I mean, there might be some information that our characters, don't know about at the moment.
Oh, we're back in that day?
Yeah.
I see. It already feels so familiar. Oh, gosh, I'm so embarrassed. Look at what I'm wearing. I look like a one-person Halloween parade. And I guess I've aged 4 years in an afternoon, right?
Don't worry about that.
Really? You think?
You still look young, Dana.
You sure?
Absolutely.
I don't worry about anything, Dana. And look how I turned out.
But I guess I'll go back to my apartment and take a good look in the mirror. I can't help feeling, you know.
I know.
You have something else to do, Ike?
You know.
Yeah. Sorry I can't walk you home.
I'll be fine. I have to remember how to get there as I go anyway. This age and I have a lot of catching up to do.
I'll be in touch. Take care of yourself, okay?
Yeah, you too. You can find me in the cafe usually.
I'll see you later then.
All right, time has been changed. We have brought Dana back to the present day so she can keep doing her job. It was very important to her. She had her life in the Middle Ages all figured out, but wait, my boss left a note saying he appreciates me? This changes everything. I can't stay here. I have to go back. Though Dana did say that she maybe changes her mind kind of quickly about things. So, you know, hopefully she doesn't change her mind about that. When she gets back to her apartment, maybe she'll have second thoughts. Let me give him the stone. And, time for us to go. I do need to find an orb. I don't suppose there would be another one. Yeah, okay, there is. Good. Alright, so now we're going to go to 10 days from the experiment. Find out that things maybe didn't turn out very well.
Hello? Is anybody here? Anybody? Dr. Wagner, Margaret, Hugo, anyone there? What about homunculus?
Hugo!
The basement?
Eike Kush to the rescue!
Ike! Oh, God, it's Hugo! He's...
This meter here, is this a time machine?
What's going on? What happened to Hugo?
It's all right. You can relax.
But he disappeared. Hugo.
Okay, I'll go look for him. Will you wait here?
Are you sure?
I know what I'm doing. Actually, that's an overstatement.
It's an enormous overstatement.
I'd be grateful for any help. Please.
It's more like a lie.
Mother's dead, Father's gone, and now Hugo. If he doesn't come back, I...
Margaret, try not to imagine the worst. You wait here, and I'll be back soon.
I'm all right now. Never mind about me. Please, find Hugo.
Okay, I will. Don't worry.
You know, I don't know why Ike seems so unconcerned. Margaret just told him that Hugo vanished. And he's like, no, don't worry about it. I'm sure it's okay. There's no reason to worry.
I'm all right now. Never mind about me. Please, find Hugo.
All right, so I think at this point we can just go back to the present. Let's see. I don't suppose there's any. Well, I mean, if we need another green orb, we'll get one in the present. This might be different, because we're not getting the skip.
Hey, long time no see. Actually, didn't we just see each other today?
Is this Hugo?
Uh-huh. I really like these machines of the future. Being able to just project your voice a long distance, that's really something.
How do you know my number?
Oh, that. I asked someone called Eckert. You know, you mentioned him once.
How did you get here, and why? Were you the one threatening Mr. Eckert?
Come on, threaten sounds so serious. All I did was propose a deal. Can I help it if he jumped at the chance when I told him what he wanted to hear about his daughter? Oh, and about how I got here. It's pretty simple, really. Remember that tool you showed me? I just made one of my own, you see?
What?
Well, actually, I didn't make it, not exactly. The Hugo of the future completed it and gave it to me. A transport mechanism to time-space marked by phenomena of relevance. You like it? Just like yours. Actually, I think the other stuff may be different, but who cares, right? In any case, I can track and follow your machine. Help.
Hugo! Do you have someone with you?
Absolutely. A friend of yours, I think.
What?
I saw you two talking. Looked pretty cozy to me. But it was sheer luck that I ran into her in the future.
Dana! What are you doing with Dana?
Well, that's up to you. I'm asking you to do me a favor. Bring Homunculus with you. We'll be waiting in the square. Don't keep me waiting, all right?
Hey!
All right, well, it's the same demand, but this time Dana's the hostage instead of Marguerite. Which, I mean, I guess this is a more credible hostage than Hugo holding a knife on his sister. And we never really bought the idea that he was going to kill her. But now he has a hostage that, well, he doesn't know personally, but Ike is close to, so a bit more credibility here.
Hugo! Where are you?
Lord, you're so noisy. I'm here, right here.
Oh God, help me.
Dana! You bastard! Hugo, you... Hey! Hugo! You're the one that's been trying to kill me.
Never mind that. Where's Homunculus?
You heard what I asked you.
The Homunculus was completed because you showed up. You fooled Father into creating the Homunculus. Isn't that right? I read Father's research notes. They said you brought him the last ingredient, the Philosopher's Stone.
Me? Get your father to create Homunculus? All I've been doing is trying to stay alive. But it isn't...
What I really wanted was to get here earlier and stop what you were doing. But all my machine could do is follow yours. So I targeted yesterday's you because I thought I could manage to get to you before you did the things you did today. I had so many chances, but I still didn't manage to kill you off. It's a shame, but there's no way for my machine to outrun yours. And I can't stop the Homunculus from being completed. So I'm switching to another plan. If I can't prevent Homunculus from being created in the first place, I'll destroy it. That seems to be the only way to get a hold of the Philosopher's Stone.
Philosopher's Stone? What use is that to you?
I'm going to make Mother, just like Father made Homunculus. The only difference is that I haven't got a Philosopher's Stone. That's why I'm going to use Homunculus instead.
Don't go there, Hugo. Your father would agree.
What about my father?
He said you might do something like attempt to bring Helena back from the dead. And he also said that he would burn all the records once this experiment was completed to make sure you wouldn't.
Oh, really? In that case, why were the papers safe and sound? Even though Father himself had disappeared into thin air.
I wouldn't know the reason for that.
I have to do this. We still need to be a family. That's why I'm going to make Mother, and we can all be happy again. And that's why I need that stone. Get it? Come on. Get Homunculus.
You want to raise the dead?
The stone let Father create Homunculus. That means this has to work too. I can do it, I know. So come on, go get him.
Homunculus can't be... He just appears out of nowhere. It has nothing to do with what I want. Yes, he saved my life, but that's about it. It just isn't possible for me to call him up. You've got to understand.
No excuses. If you want your girlfriend here safe, you better hurry up.
Ike?
Dana, I'm so sorry. If I just walked you home...
Come on, hurry up. I'll give you 20 minutes.
Okay, so it's on. What will we do? All right, well, apparently, what we have to do is just about what we did in the first ending we got, which is that we're going to go back to the past. The difference, of course, is that Dana is here in the present. Let's see. So our options here. Yeah, Homunculus is in a cold day, but it seems that what we want is 10 days from the experiment. We never had a reason to go in that church. I brought that up a few times, but it just seems strange. Like, we can go in it sometimes. It's just there's been nothing to do there. Anyway. Let's head inside.
Oh, Ike! Any luck? Did you find Hugo?
I did, but
Did something happen?
hey, do you think maybe you can come with me?
What? You mean...
To my time, yeah. Well, that's where Hugo is.
There's something going on, isn't there? All right, I'll go with you.
I'm sorry, it's just that I think it might be quicker for you to see for yourself than hear it from me.
All right. Maybe Margaret can talk Hugo down.
This is... the future? It's so bright here.
It's so colorful.
Nighttime. This is amazing. Wait a second. Where's Hugo?
He's nearby. Hugo's trying to kill me.
What? Why would Hugo want to do a thing like that?
He says Dr. Wagner disappeared because of a secret experiment. Hugo believes that I caused this by helping Dr. Wagner, giving him the stuff he needed for the experiment. It looks like he dedicated his life to tracking me down, and this situation we've got here is the result.
You mean he came all this way just to kill you?
Yeah, but I haven't done anything. I don't know what happened to Dr. Wagner at all. I want to make him realize that this is a misunderstanding. Will you help me?
I'll help you. I don't want Hugo to do a terrible thing like that. I can talk to Hugo. Take me to him, please. Hugo!
Sis, what are you doing here? Stay away! Don't come near me!
Hugo, what do you think you're doing? Stop this right now.
Shut up! You have no right to order me around.
Hugo, calm down. Ike is not the kind of monster you believe he is.
You're too nice, you know that? He cares more about this strumpet here than you.
What's he talking about?
Never mind that. Hugo, we're going home.
I'm not going.
Hugo!
What the...
We're going home, Hugo. It may be just the two of us, but we're still a family, and we have a place to go back to.
But...
I'll take care of you. And you take care of me, okay? What I make working will keep us both fed and clothed. I can try to be more like Mother was to us.
Sis, you don't care anymore that Mother's gone.
Look, both of us are old enough to stand on our own 2 feet, Hugo. We have to take responsibility for our own actions, right?
Okay. I'll go home. I'm sorry about everything.
forget the Philosopher's Stone. It's okay now. Is that good?
Yes. Ike, we really are sorry.
Come on, sis, let's go home. Once we're there, I promise I'll destroy the time-traveling device.
What? Seems a shame.
It's my way of showing that I'm sorry. Come on.
I wish I could have seen a little more of this age. But I guess that's the least of our concerns now.
I left the machine outside the town. We should be going.
I'm glad you found her. She's the one you were looking for, isn't she? I guess it's goodbye.
I guess so. Well, take care of yourself.
What was all that? And why did that kid try a thing like that?
I'm sorry. It's my fault that you had to go through all that.
It's okay, I'm alright. Besides, for some reason, I can't really be mad at him.
I know what you mean. I think he's a nice kid, really.
Aside from the attempted murder, but...
Maybe that's how he'd be.
Huh?
Just something that kind of hit me. Nothing important, you know.
It probably doesn't mean anything.
Oh.
I was about to say, the controller has been rumbling for the last 20 seconds. Was a bit puzzled as to why. Anyway, big blue light, save data. Well, they took the time machine back to their own time. Hugo actually survived an ending. How about that?
Well, looks like it's over, doesn't it? Good job, Ike.
I was trying to change my destiny.
And you did.
Was it all for you? You used me just to make sure you'd be created, that no one would stop you from living.
Now, let's not have all this unpleasant talk about using. I mean, who cares, really? Yes. Yes, you managed to preserve my destiny. If you had been killed, I would never have been born. Immortality has its perks, but you have to be given life first.
What happened to Dr. Wagner?
What makes you think I know? How many centuries has it been since I saw the light of day? Are you my so-called master this time around?
What the?
What yourself? You're the one who broke the seal. So, what do you desire most? Immortality? Eternal youth? To be filthy rich? Name it, and it's yours.
What is this? What lunacy?
But of course, your soul is mine when your futile existence ends. Until then, you can do whatever you like. Come on. Name your wish.
For what? For this,
What did you say? I didn't catch that.
Was my research in vain? Was I wrong after all these years devoted to my task? Helena, forgive me!
Oh, great. Old people are always spacing out, I swear. Hello? Snap out of it, Grandpa.
Begone, then. Begone, miserable, cursed creature. Begone from my sight forever. You asked me my wish, and here it is.
Disappear from your sight, you say? Oh, sure thing. If that's what you want, that's what you get. There.
What is this?
I've arranged for your permanent departure. That way you'll never have to see me again. Get it? Good. Bye-bye now.
You, Elena. The children. Forgive me, Elena.
Oh, amateur. You think you can pull that on me? Not in 1,000 years, old man. So, it was something like that. I granted him his heart's desire, you see.
You...
Yes. Oh, by the way, I need the digipad back.
Here. It's yours.
Time for me to go. I suppose we won't be seeing each other again. In all likelihood.
What? Who was that?
I don't really know, I guess. Never did figure that one out. But it's okay. I don't think we'll ever see him again.
It's not okay. 4 years.
Are you still worried about that?
Of course. I mean, 4 years? Hello? The best years of my life? I'm holding you personally responsible, you know.
Well, in that case, okay. I'll take responsibility.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
How should I know?
Oh, yeah?
I'm forgetting things in my old age. Maybe it was about that necklace I was going to make you?
You are such a... Well, since you brought it up, I should mention something. You're like a nice dad. I don't remember mine. And you're too young to be one, but that's how I see you.
Oh, do I seem that ancient?
No, nothing like that. It's all this talk about responsibility. And besides, you seem so with it and everything.
What?
Okay, I'll walk you home, just in case.
That'd be nice. I don't want to deal with that again. Come on, Dad.
Come on yourself. If you call me that again, you can walk alone.
Are you still worried about that? It's been 4 years, Ike. What? Oh. Is that still on your mind? I thought we'd gotten over that by now. What kind of a life awaits me? I'm not sure, but maybe that's the way it should be. The future is what all of us make it. I do like how each of these endings are not very subtle about, well, about anything, really. In this one, Dana's like, huh, you know, Hugo makes me feel like he's my brother. Ike, for some reason you make me feel... You feel like a dad to me. I don't know. That doesn't mean anything. Just feels like it. Oh, the title screen music changed. Well, we do now have ending E, and there's an additional thing that appeared here called extra, because there is indeed more than just 5 endings. Anything happen in the movies here? No, still not. Alright, so now... Let's see. What do we do about this extra ending? Well, apparently... we start a new game. We die as usual.
What the... what's going on? What on earth could have happened?
Right, so now we have a choice here that we did not have. Am I dead or am I dead again?
Bingo.
We can say, oh, homunculus, or who's there? Don't know if... apparently, am I dead or am I dead again matters. By choosing am I dead again, it looks like we enter the EX mode. I'm not sure if... and I don't know how much this actually affects anything.
I'm flattered that you know me, but how does it feel to be dead, Ike?
Are you making fun of me?
Not at all. I beg your pardon if I've offended you. You are strongly fated today. You see, you are destined to die. But if you have the will to somehow reverse that fate by yourself, I can lend you some measure of strength. How about it? Will you deal with me?
Sure. You're on.
Well, I do like a man who jumps at an opportunity. But I want you to understand something, Ike. The destiny that awaits you is very potent. What I mean is, just because you managed to avoid death once, doesn't mean you've escaped the threat. Unless you tear out its very roots, destiny can't be cheated.
Got it. The hard part starts after you come back to life.
You're right. But that's also where your own strengths come into play. Are you ready? I'm going to give you some of my time-shifting powers, Ike. I'm going to give you this digipad. Please, use it well.
Right, we take the digipad. Okay, so this cutscene is the same.
You can't solve the...
And then we leave. So those choices at the beginning, I guess, are a hint that something's different about this playthrough.
Sir, please wake up. Are you all right? Do you feel sick or something?
Ah, Spaghetti Boy. Pity he didn't play a more major role in the game. What? What a strange dream. I was gonna take responsibility for you? I don't even know what that means.
Huh?
You kept calling me Dad.
I fell asleep.
Dana. Dana, that'll do.
Okay.
Go.
Oh. I'll just leave what I owe for the coffee here.
I wonder how Ike gets money. Does he have a job? Does he do any...
Stone's not here. Not in this time, anyway.
All right.
Maybe I'll see it later.
So Ike, is he having some memories, or does he remember everything? How curious.
2 o'clock.
All right, we're outside the cafe. So, I'm just looking at a walkthrough as to what they say you should be doing. And apparently, we should head to the fortune teller.
Fortune's told. Well, let's hear it then.
Kind of acts like he remembers some things and doesn't remember others.
Welcome. I have been waiting for you.
I know. I've been here a bunch of times, right?
No, but I suppose you could have been. Perhaps in another place I am as yet unaware of. Sitting here as I am, I will tell your fortune at no cost.
Yeah, about that. Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
I'm going to find a red stone soon. It's probably the Philosopher's Stone.
That thing.
If I use it, then Homunculus...
No, don't utter the name of that cursed abomination. Who knows if he might be listening?
All right. I'll make up my own mind about what to do with the stone. How's that sound?
Then it is in your hands. I will lay my hopes on the future of your design.
What's this? Ike actually making decisions? Ike making choices for himself? How can this... Is this the Eike Kush we know? Let's see. I guess we should talk to people in the square. Oh yeah, the juggler's here already.
Hey, that's me.
Does Juggler Ike know that Ike knows that's him?
Life is so boring, isn't it? Anything I can do for you?
Yes? I hate to be rude, but I don't have time for chit-chat.
Everyone's so entertained.
What do you want?
Apparently, I should talk to people in the square.
Me? A performer? You've got to be kidding me. But the square does get a lot of performers. You know, street performers. They get a pretty big crowd going. It's kind of nice.
Of course, there are dogs that block off many ways. You remember the beginning of the game. Constant dogs everywhere. Remember that there were like a couple of people, like a man and a woman, who were looking for each other? I guess they're not here. Doesn't look like it anyway. I always thought that was kind of odd. What was their deal? Okay, the bar's on fire.
Jeez, I don't think anybody can make it out of that mess. Cool. Look at that thing burn.
It's pretty cool, man. Hey, Hugo.
Grandpa's in there. Please help him. Help, please.
Hey, Hugh. I mean...
That's too dangerous.
Sorry, kid.
Nope. Being a hero is not my thing. Apparently, I'm supposed to talk to the juggler, who will give us the... You remember the egg? He's here to give us an egg.
Even I can do that. Wait, no, don't! Wonder if it's different. And what the letter says, I mean. The red stone is the Philosopher's Stone, and the source of Homunculus's life. It's also the main element in the elixir of life, which is supposed to cure all diseases. So this...
Okay, we got the egg. So now we know we really need the Philosopher's Stone. Apparently now we're supposed to go back to the cafe. I guess to look for it again?
Is Dana, I mean that waitress who was just here, around?
Oh, so you found out her name already, did you, sir? You'd better get in line. Just kidding. Dana's in the back. She was just about to go catch up with a customer who left something here.
That's me. I forgot them here.
Oh, I see. Dana?
I'm just leaving now. Oh, it's you. You forgot these. This lighter and the pretty stone, they're yours, right?
Right.
Oh, good. I was just about to go chasing after you. Thanks for coming back.
All right. I guess, well, we got the lighter and the stone. I guess that means that Dana doesn't have to go back in time. I suppose that's what that means. The entire reason she went back in time was because she went after us to give us back the stone. But she's not doing that now. More people watching. Hey kid, what do you think about that fire?
I have to keep an eye on my daughter, or she just runs off.
If you don't want anything, stop bothering me.
I just wanted to know what you thought about this cool fire. It's so badass, burning that building down and everything. All right.
Are you gonna help my grandpa?
Yeah, I think now we go in.
What the... I can't go back to the same time as before. I have to fix this another way. I guess the only thing to do is to use the stone. The Philosopher's Stone.
This is the time of Margaret. So since we have the Philosopher's Stone and know what it is, does that mean that Ike can now add the time period that he wants instead of waiting it for it to be added? It would be very helpful for Ike to be able to just go to whatever time period he wants instead of waiting for the appropriate thing to appear there.
Well, you have a nerve, my girl. Really? What with that one being punished yesterday, too? What is it that you don't understand? What's so difficult about being more quiet-like? Dressing above one's station is an offense, you know. Do you want to be punished, like that woman?
What's wrong with wearing what one likes? And this dress is one of my quieter ones. Really good ladies. You'd like to wear this kind of a dress yourself, wouldn't you?
Well, I...
Scandalous!
Neighborly advice, and she sasses me. All right?
Can you believe this strumpet?
That's right. You tell her. Oh, that's not very pleasant, is it? Come on. Let's just let this pass, all right?
Well then, in exchange for us not telling the law, you'll make us dresses for free. Right, that is. You're a seamstress, you are.
That's right. You tell her. You'll make me one, too. Oh, dear. I don't see how I could do a thing like that.
We're doing this just to be obliging.
Whoa!
What are you?
Who are you?
What's this? It's dark already. Get yourselves home, everyone.
Fetcher! Oh, sir! This man just suddenly... I see now. It was you. This little girl called for help. Wicked little sly boot.
Such a sly boots.
Sir, you must arrest her at once.
What? Why should you think a thing like that?
What's this now? What are you doing here?
Alright, so originally I used a lighter. Apparently you can... I don't think it matters, but apparently you can also use the cell phone to scare them.
I have an idea. I'll just turn this thing on and...
Lord Almighty!
What do you think you're doing?
Listen carefully. Stop bothering this woman.
Why are they scared of it?
If you do as I say, no harm will come to you. This time. If you don't, I'll use this machine on you.
Ooh!
I can trap any of you inside this box in an instant.
Sweet Savior!
And you will keep what happened here a secret. Understand?
Yes. Everyone, give your word.
I promise. Forgive us, please.
Please.
Will that be, all? If it is, you could perhaps go away now. And everyone, go home too. Godspeed.
The lighter made a little bit of sense. I don't know if I buy being terrified of the cell phone.
But who are you?
No, nobody you need to be afraid of. But enough about that. Oh,
What? What is it?
well...
Look, why don't you stop by my house? It's right over there. We can't stay out here, and you can tell me everything inside. Let me introduce myself. I'm Margaret.
I'm Ike. Eike Kush.
Well, Ike, shall we?
Well, we could, but apparently there are 2 extra endings, even though the option screen made it look like there was one. And apparently this is the point where you choose. Now, the walkthrough describes one of them, if we follow her, as being the happiest ending. But if we would want to save the happiest ending for last, I would assume. So why don't we do the other one, which is to just leave at the... Just go back. Ignore Margaret. Back in the fire. Oh no, I can't breathe smoke.
The stone. Oh, I have it.
So, it was too difficult after all to challenge fate.
Hey, there's something I want to ask you.
Yes, what might that be?
I need to show you this.
Oh, what a bother. I wanted to wait till later to make my appearance.
It's this stone. It wants to go home. I did it. I'm free. Free from fate.
Get out of here, you scamp. Yeah. Well, that is EX ending number 1. By remembering things that happened in previous attempts, Ike was able to get the Philosopher's Stone early and bring it to Homunculus's realm and just throw it. I guess that's how you kill Homunculus. You just throw it at him and it wipes him out of existence. And I guess since Homunculus is no longer helping you out, that means the timeline that you're on, where you eventually give Dr. Wagner the stone and he creates Homunculus, I guess it never happens, so Ike fades away. But then Ike and Hugo are in the present day. And Hugo kicks a soccer ball at Ike and says, "Hey, mister, let's play soccer!" And then Ike says, "No, maybe later." Not sure what the soccer thing was about. But I guess Ike vanishing was because by destroying Homunculus, then the timeline that we have been seeing never happened. So, Ike defying fate. Ike being given an option of either you die, you get murdered by Hugo, or you live by stopping the cause of Hugo trying to kill you. Those were the two options that Ike has been given throughout the game, but Ike defied this by finding the hidden third option. See, that's the whole thing about the choice of fate, is you have to find that third option. It's hard to find it. But Ike was able to outwit Homunculus, because I guess, did Homunculus didn't realize that Ike had the stone on him? I guess he must not have. And he didn't realize that Ike remembered what happened previously. As for how it is that Ike remembered things, I don't know if there is a story reason for that. Maybe it's just a video game thing. Maybe it's just you're controlling Ike, and you've already played this game a bunch of times, so you know what happens. And through osmosis, Ike now knows what happens. And he's the only one. Doesn't seem that Homunculus himself knows that this has happened before. So Ike was able to use that forbidden knowledge to find the hidden third option. To defy fate. Of course okay, so since Homunculus was destroyed, the timeline never happened, which means Homunculus never existed, because without Ike's help, he would never have been born. I guess that means that he would never have switched the babies, right? So that would mean now, Dana would exist in the past. She never lived in the present. And Marguerite lives in the present. She never existed in the past. And Dana and Hugo would have grown up as siblings. Like, none of that is shown, but I guess that's what would have happened. I guess Marguerite's, Dana and Hugo's mother still would have died from that damn disease. And Dr. Wagner still would have poured himself into his research to try to find the Philosopher's Stone, but never would have found it. So how did their lives go on that timeline? Who can say? EX ending. All of those people in my memory. What happened to them in all the lives they lived? There's no way to know. Not now. But I'm going to believe they all had a good life. And myself, I'm going to start living a new life. Free of regrets. Sure, we'll save some data. Let's take a look at Extra. Yeah, so Extra is now filled in, even though there is another Extra ending. And we have unlocked the third video, Tokyo Game Show 2000 Autumn. The second trailer, not so great. What's the third trailer like?
It's such a gorgeous stone, like a jewel or something.
If you feel any pity for this old man, find the stone. The answer lies in the red stone.
Didn't I tell you? Fate makes a powerful opponent.
You're sure about that? She's alive. All right. Yes, he did say he was coming over tomorrow to look at paintings, for sure.
Are you watching out for me? Afraid I'll kill myself or something if I'm left alone?
Show me! Please! Oh, she's so soft!
I'll be 50 soon, and then it's all over. Life is short. You there, make sure you leave with no regrets, all right?
What?
Don't you ever forget it. I feel the same way about my family. Do you think there's a parent worth his salt out there who doesn't care about his children?
Shut up!
Death teaches you how to live.
What are you?
I can try to be more like Mother was to us.
Only you can change your own destiny. You must live on to get to the truth.
I am You...
I would still say not a great trailer, but honestly, this game seems like it would be a little difficult to cut a good trailer for. Doesn't really lend itself to that. All right. There is one more ending to get. But we can skip them now. All right, so we answer, am I dead again? Apparently, if we say, am I dead, it starts the regular version of the game, and am I dead again starts the EX mode.
Bingo.
Who's there? I don't know if this changes anything, though. Alright, we'll just make the same selections as previously. Am I dead again? And oh, homunculus.
You...
Alright, we're heading back to the fortune teller.
Welcome. I have been waiting for you.
I know.
Oh, but yeah, we are getting the EX version of it now. All right, Juggler is here. Bar is on fire. No, because I want the egg first.
Sorry, kid.
Give me that egg. We got the egg. Go back to the cafe. Skip the cutscene with that very friendly and understandable boss. What a great boss. Alright, now let's help out. I'll give it a try, kid.
What?
All right.
I can't go back to the same time as before. I have to fix this another way. I guess the only thing to do is to use the stone, the Philosopher's Stone.
Head to Marguerite's time.
Well,
Let's help out the Sly Boots.
I have an...
Alright, so now she wants us to follow her to her house. So now if we want what is apparently the happiest ending, we take a walk down to the alchemist's house.
What is it?
I guess we'll just go inside.
Mother, I'm home. How are you feeling?
I am all right today. There hasn't been a great deal of pain. Is someone with you? A guest?
Wow, would you look at those strange clothes?
We met in the square.
Yeah. I'm Ike.
Your friend's voice is remarkably like your father's.
Do you think so? Where is Father anyway?
Closed up down there again. He won't come up, even with Mother like this.
It's all right, Hugo. I love your father better for doing what he believes in.
Is that how it is?
Hugo, you'll carry on after your father someday, won't you?
I don't know yet.
Well, maybe I'll just go take a peek. I wonder if Father had his dinner yet.
Will you excuse me for a second?
Yeah, I have to see a man about a stone.
Father, how are things? I guess that means the medicine for Mother isn't ready yet.
Margaret, will you give this to your father?
Huh? What? Of course. Father, here.
Sorry to disturb you, Dr. Wagner. The stone. It's the Philosopher's Stone?
What did you just say?
If you take a chip from that stone and brew it, you can make the elixir, the cure-all. Your wife will be cured for sure.
This is the...
It's the real thing. Brew it as soon as possible, please.
I thank you.
Please, it's okay. I'll be going now. This is the end. I've won. Cheated fate.
This is the best day ever.
You're all right again.
I can't stay in bed anymore, can I?
I guess this little bit remains the same, as we can skip it. that is our final ending. And I guess we're getting the same screen here. So odd. Two different endings, but they're both considered the EX ending. I mean, in both of them, Ike vanishes from existence, and Homunculus would have as well, because he would never have been, because Dr. Wagner would never have done that experiment. But there is a very important difference in that Hugo's mom, not actually Marguerite's mom, because Marguerite is not... Well, no. Okay, so Marguerite was happy that her mom's alive, but if Homunculus is now never going to exist, that means that Marguerite would never have been taken to the past, which means she would now vanish, and Dana would appear in her place, and maybe Marguerite is now working at the cafe. We didn't see that part. But that's what would have had to have happened, right? All right, that would be every ending to Shadow of Destiny. So I guess in this extra ending, the idea is that Ike does know all of the information that we learned throughout the game. Like, there was never a moment in the actual game when the characters figured all this out or learned all of this. I guess Ike just ended up remembering the previous playthroughs. Because you're kind of wondering as you're going through the game, is there going to be a point where Ike realizes that he's Dr. Wagner? Is there going to be a point where he realizes that Dana is actually his daughter? That Marguerite actually came from the present? That Hugo is his son, and that the fortune teller is his dead wife? And I guess technically he does in the extra mode, but like there's never actually a scene where he realizes this. It's just that he gets bits and pieces of information that we learn from an assortment of playthroughs. Like there's no one playthrough where he learns all this. Man, Shadow of Destiny, what a weird game. It's like a thing that kind of amazes me about this game is that this was a retail game that came out for the PlayStation 2 by Konami. It was on store shelves. You could walk into a GameStop and buy this in a box. Like, this is the sort of thing that I wouldn't be surprised if it was like a, you know, an indie title that appears on Steam today. But just like the fact that this was like an actual retail release coming from a big publisher, kind of mind-blowing considering how different this is than anything else. Just like anything. There's no action or anything to speak of. It's a story that you really have no idea what's happening until you get to the endings. It's with a bizarre protagonist who seems completely stupid and just very passive, and a lot of things happen to him and around him. It's like the title screen tries to make him look cool. Look how cool and determined Ike looks here. And throughout the game, he's just like, what? I'm Eike Kush. What's going on? Huh, did I die? Wow. It's a unique game to go through. It's an interesting story to piece together. The entire game takes place in this one small town. And it's just you walk around the town, and there are people you could talk to, but you don't talk to them, because if you do, you lose time. Like, if you waste too much time, you're gonna die. So there are people to talk to, but don't talk to them. There are some locations you go to talk to someone and maybe get an item or look at a painting, and then you time travel and then talk to someone else. There's like a time limit, so there's like supposed to be a sense of urgency, but at the same time, the game has a very placid sense to it, a very relaxing pace. It doesn't really feel like there's some urgent race against time. There's the possibility that Ike maybe got into a relationship with his daughter in one of the endings. They don't get that into it, which is probably for the best. But it might have happened. I'm trying to think about what I would think if I had played this game back when it was new. What I can't really... I don't know what I would have thought about it. I'm honestly not sure what I would have thought about the game. Also, especially if you were playing it without a walkthrough. How long do you think it would take you to poke around at all the corners and find these endings? Like, they tell you that there are multiple endings. Like, they tell you that in the extra scene. Screen. But how long do you think it would take you on your own to actually do all these? I mean, I guess in that sense, it is a game that is going to last a while. If you do want to do that. I guess you would get your money's worth out of the playtime, even though one playthrough is not long at all. It's like 3 or 4 hours. But if you actually wanted to try to get everything without any hints or a walkthrough, you're probably spending a lot of time on that. It has such a weird feeling to it, a weird tone. Like, it's not... There's some parts where I just can't tell if it's supposed to be a comedy. It's just very unusual. I can't really think of what else to say about it. But that has been our time with Shadow of Destiny. Basically a mystery game for the PlayStation 2. You walk around, you talk to people, you put the pieces together, you do the multiple endings to learn all the information, to learn the complete story. And then once you do, Ike also learns the complete story and uses that knowledge to outwit Homunculus. You know, in the happiest ending, you don't actually see Homunculus erased from history. Like, he would have had to, because Ike changed the timeline so that Dr. Wagner would have never have done his experiment, but you never actually see Homunculus fade out. You only see that if you do the other EX ending where you throw the stone at him. That's Shadow of Destiny. Watch out. Present day Hugo is gonna kick a soccer ball at you.